Good morning everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're all having an amazing new week. Currently it is Monday and let's get right into the charts as we do have some very important things to cover for Bitcoin. Firstly, as you can see, yesterday we dropped down all the way towards that value area low. So basically we did test the range lows once again, but we did not went as deep as those previous times that you can see right here. This time Bitcoin respected the value area low almost exactly to the dollar. We went straight down towards 65.6k and right now the price is having a nice move towards the upside, trying to get back above that high volume node POC. As you can see, we are up almost 4% since this move to the downside that we have. The weekly right now is looking pretty interesting, as you can see with this large wick that we have right here. And the bulls right now, they are trying to reclaim back above the 200 weekly EMA. As you can see, we did close the candle yesterday below this level, but right now we are pushing exactly to that 200 weekly EMA, trying to get back above it. So if this weekly close actually closes above, we could potentially target the highs right here once again. If not the like 74, at least we could target 71k, which is the value area high level that we have right here for our range. Other than that, the stock market did have a pretty significant drop once the market opened. You could see right here we lost this range, and right now we are potentially going back to retest this range, as we have potentially gonna see a bearish retest and then a continuation to the downside. But if price actually manages to reclaim back into the range, then we are back into the range and the stock market could potentially go back high. But I do think right now that the most likely scenario is going to be a bearish retest of the range that we have right here and a continuation to the downside. Of course, this will take some time to play out. You know, the stock market does not move as much volatile as Bitcoin. But other than that, this is what I'm expecting for the S&P 500. The dollar right now, as you can see, is rejecting from this order block that we have right here. And if we draw it like this, you can see this is also a previous resistance. So if you draw it basically all the way back to this drop, you could see historically this level has acted as resistance and as support. So right now it is acting as resistance once again, like it did here and here. So you could see very interesting level that we are right now for the dollar. Of course, if the dollar keeps going up, this means that Bitcoin will remain low. But other than that, the altcoins like Ethereum, you could see right now also having a nice move since we got that bounce from the range lows. We did drop all the way down towards 1900 and right now we are up almost 6% on ETH. This was a very nice move to catch, but it could have taken you out by surprise, since it is very interesting to see the stock market opening in the red and Bitcoin pumping. But of course, Bitcoin is in a range right now. So I do think that whatever happens with the other markets, Bitcoin won't go higher than like 74 and won't go lower than like 62k. We are, in my opinion, gonna be stuck in this range for quite a bit of time before we actually see the next major move happening. If we look at the open interest, we don't have that much open interest still. CVD is also kind of neutral, and we still don't have volume, even though we are pushing nicely to the upside. Currently trading above the VWAP right here. As you can see, it got retested and right now we are pushing nicely towards the upside. Now, can this move hold? It could very well hold, and we could once again go up towards the range highs. This is not a problem. The important thing is that I don't think we are going to be seeing, let me just enable the pivot levels. Right now, you could see we are going for a test of the weekly pivot, and maybe we could target the weekly R1 with the value area high. So this level right here is gonna be the next important zone. So maybe we could see something like this play out. We go up above the weekly pivot, we then get a bullish retest, we go towards the high right here, which is also gonna be the 200 weekly EMA. And if we fail once again to hold above this 200 EMA, then we are potentially gonna go down once again. This is what I am expecting on the short term, basically for this week to happen. You can see the Nasdaq is actually pushing back into this support into resistance flip, and as I said, if it manages to get back above it, but this time we gotta look the S&P 500. We have a gap right here on the CME chart, so maybe we get a few of this gap, maybe a touch of the weekly pivot, and then we are gonna go down again. Since right now the higher time frames, they are not looking the best, even though we are just bouncing from the daily 200 EMA as support for the S&P 500. Same thing for the Nasdaq. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. Maybe we go all the way down towards 6,500, which is going to be the last support standing. And if we lose this support, then you could imagine from the all-time high, we can go all the way down towards the previous all-time high. It's going to be a nice reset in the market, and then we could eventually start looking for a rally again, putting in those higher highs and higher lows. Solana also bouncing right here from the value area low, and we are still in this order block that we have right here on the macro chart. Basically, I don't think we are gonna drop below this level right now. The most probable scenario is gonna be a breakout, maybe go up towards the $100 zones for a potential bearish retest of the macro value area low. HYPE holding right now around $31. SUI also holding right now below $1 at this very important order block, and so are all the other altcoins. And I do think that this is gonna cover it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.